All right, now in this phase of the course, we're gonna start talking about the diversity. Hey, the diversity of life. Ah, that's the title of the course, diversity. See, we thought we'd be a little clever when we call the course diversity, because it brings to mind social diversity, ethnic diversity. But what we were really referring to was the diversity of all living things on the planet. So this is part of, we're going to actually go through a kind of a definition of all sorts of different living things. And one of them, right, this is the part of the course where you learn that hexapods, or the insects and their relatives, that there's a million species of those. But we want to go through a couple of things. You're a biologist, right? So biologists need to know the kinds of different living things there are out there. So this is where I make you a biologist. Now, what are you doing, son? What's going on there? Okay, here we go. Sponges. I'm kind of tired of talking about the sponges. We talked about sponges a couple times already. Remember that the sponges, sponges, here's a nice picture of them, right? Where are you? Yeah, okay. There's some sponges. We have the desmosponges, the glass sponges, and the calcareous sponges. Remember that the sponges, they have a very simple organization, which includes a cell called the choanocyte. You remember the choanocyte? The choanocyte is a cell in the sponge that looks like the choanoflagellate, right? So there's very good evidence that the choanoflagellates gave rise to the sponges, because we still see that choanocyte, which looks like a choanoflagellate, in the sponge. This is the third. Hey, every chapter in this test, the 3 chapters here, every chapter, these last 3 chapters, including this one, mentions choanoflagellates. And remember that the choanoflagellates, they belong to the group called the opithecans. The opithecans, right? Love that word, opithecans. And animals are also, humans are also opithecans. That if you have a flagella, like male sperm does, you're an opithecon. Now, sponges, obviously, well, maybe not, they're sessile filter feeders, right? So the things we learned early in the chapter apply. They're sessile filter feeders. They suck in the water through their pores, and then they extract the food from it, and then the water is ejected out the top, right? Minus the food, the sponge eats the food. They have no organs, so they're barely animals, but they move those flagella, and they eat, and they're multicellular. They have specialized cells, so that makes them an animal.